Wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yep, good afternoon.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, healthy.
Okay, we'll start with the say you. My week, Alhamdulillah, we have our celebration in Islam, Idul Adha, and I came home in Sukabumi and celebrate with my family. It was a nice week for the personal base in development. I redesigned the sign up and the sign in page.
Okay.
How about your week, sir?
Well, we are still looking for another team member to join our team, and that's it.
How about your Idul Adha?
Idul Adha, yeah, I would say it's pretty nice. Also got some food and meat there.
Do you also cooking something maybe?
No, I cannot cook, and there is nobody to cook for me.
You should find one. You should not find developer and another cooker maybe. Okay. Maybe let's start to the demonstration. So I using React hooks, and this week maybe I just learn about the React hooks and the implementation of use state, React Nemo, use effect. So the problem with the previous one, I've been confusing with the functional component and class-based component. With React hooks, I can do a lot of things with functional component. So I'm not using class-based component again. Get rid of that, and I can now understand how to use it functional component with the use of the React hooks. So I can use state in function functional component. So that's the biggest learning point, I guess, in this week.
Nice.
Okay. I'm using material UI now for the sign up. And still using the same process. So if I search for Dimas and sign up, and Dimas is created. Look at it at the database with the slug of Dimas. We should see that the user is created. Yes. So the sign in also just find by username, find by slug. It's simple. It's not ready. It's not really an authentication yet. And just as simple as this. And if we have user, so we can go to another page, maybe home or whatever. Direct it to user list. So yes, I'm not really the UI. The UI of user list is already made it, but the function to modify it to our database, to modify and delete is not created yet. So I'm just making this UI.
All right.
This is client side, I think. So the searching is from the client side, and still we can edit it, but it's not connecting to our backend yet. Hopefully, the next step is connecting it to the database to GraphQL, so we can also update it and delete it on the backend too. And this is just client side.
Okay.
The clients. So I think that's it from my demonstration in this week.
Okay, that's nice.
I using find all limit to fetching the user with the query of an all limits. And yeah, the next step is I have to make a function to edit user and filter find by gender or anything. So
okay, that's really nice. So, but you have not posted this as a video and blog, yeah?
yeah, I've not
Okay.
posted
So
yet.
please do after this, yeah. But this is very good progress. So have you ever used React before?
No.
No. So this is your first time using React, and you can already do this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really.
Actually, I was using templates from Material UI and edited.
Okay. I would say there will be several changes that I will ask for my own purpose. So this is still using Material UI. Have you tried? Have you tried InDesign Pro?
Not yet.
Okay. So do you want to try it now, or you want to try it next week?
With InDesign, it's mean that we migrating, right? Migrating from Material UI to InDesign.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. How about your opinion? Should I make the function, make the functionality of user first before migrating to InDesign, or I should migrating to InDesign first, then do the functionality?
I would say it actually depends on how which one is you are most comfortable. So because either way, it's just about time. If you want to finish it first, then you try InDesign, because it's always a good experience to have a comparison between maybe two different UIs. Mostly the React code that you do will not be changed a lot, because it's still React and it's still using GraphQL, still using Apollo client. So a lot of the code will be the same. Material Design and InDesign Pro, the major changes will only be on the UI side. So it's basically the contents of render, the contents of render. But in terms of logic to like login, GraphQL and others, it will be very similar. Okay. But I mean, if you want to try, if you just want to try to run a simple InDesign Pro project right now, you can. Not this project, but a new project on InDesign Pro if you want to try it now. But if you want to try it yourself later, that's also okay. But if you want to finish using Material UI, it's also okay. you also have to know that you will need to be able to do the migration later. But I can say that
InDesign mobile, right? Or InDesign web?
InDesign
mobile
InDesign
or
web.
InDesign web?
InDesign web or InDesign Pro. I would say that InDesign Pro seems to be more helpful because then you will already have because then you will already have the required layout. Okay, you already have the required layout and other components. Okay, you can click preview there.
It's free to use, right? The template.
Yeah.
The template is free to use, right?
Yeah, it is free. So with InDesign, you get you use your own, layout from scratch. Yeah, you start with an empty container, but with InDesign Pro, you already have a header, you already have a sidebar, you already have a content part. So yeah, it's basically things like that. And if you need, like some components that's already here on InDesign Pro, then you can use them, something like that.
It's made from China, I think.
Yes, InDesign Pro is made in China. So if there is a starter below, yeah, so that like there is some commands that you can just run.
Okay.
Can you go back to InDesign Pro main website? I will show you the getting started. Okay.
Okay. I should check it later.
Okay. Can you go to InDesign Pro website?
Okay. InDesign Pro. And then
the homepage, not the documentation page. Okay. And okay, scroll down. You can see you can do it by creating the project like below. So it's basically just can you try it now? Yarn create Umi my app. You can leave it running in the background while I will show you something else.
Okay. Wait. Umi. What is Umi?
Umi is the package name of this InDesign Pro thing. Yeah, you can do that. But if you do that, then make sure you delete first the folder. I think if you just do that, then it will refuse to create because the folder already exists.
Database yang kita punya, jadi yang dari objek lalu seperti apa, dari FM buat FM seperti apa, buat kelompok seperti apa. Memang kita perlu kepastian apa sih kayak uangnya, total harga tiket data dan biaya masih butuh dari situ.
So you don't have a headset for your phone as well?
I have.
Oh, but it's not compatible with your laptop?
Yeah, I think there's some technical problem.
Oh, I see. I mean, does your laptop has a headset jack? Have you ever tried to use
I have.
Have you ever tried to use your phone headset with your laptop?
Yeah. Yes, I have. I have used it, but I'm bringing my Bluetooth. That's the problem. I'm bringing my Bluetooth headset, and I just realized that it doesn't have built-in microphone. So I'm not bringing the earphone that I should. Uh,
Oh, okay. Maybe you can try it next time because maybe it works. Okay. Okay. So while you are waiting for that, can you check the Zoom chat? I've sent a few links links to the GitHub. So actually these two are very competitive UI frameworks. The nice thing is that both use React.
Okay.
The nice thing is that both use React.
That's right.
Okay, but can you see the number of stars?
The number of stars. Where is it?
Found it? You don't have to scroll down. Just scroll to the top. That's where the stars are.
Oh, this is the star.
Yeah.
62,000, and this is very competitive, right?
Yeah, it's very, very near. And actually previously, Material UI has a lot more stars than InDesign. Yeah. So InDesign is much newer than Material UI. Okay. But I think especially with the release of the last version, the newest version of InDesign, there has been a lot of changes and improvements, and that's where the stars growing more. Right. Okay. So you can see InDesign Pro. Okay. Then you use TypeScript. After this, there will be a question.
Pro version, maybe version 5. On success cleanup. Oh, it doesn't appear to ask me which language do I want to use. Open folder. Do I have to yarn install it first or just yarn start?
Okay.
Yarn start like that. Bumi is recognized as the internal or external command, a variable. My app yarn. Oh, I have to install it first.
Okay, another waiting.
Use it the component.
Okay, but don't worry. You can experiment with some, because the goal here is for you to also learn different approaches, and we have some technologies that we use, but in terms of learning, there are some approaches that you can try. And all of the front-end development needs to know something about back-end as well. So I will try to focus more on the back-end, but front-end is, yeah, it's another part of the whole app. Okay, so that's why actually my my target here is not always have to like create a great UI or front end, something like that. But also, of course, if you want to make it a great UI, it's your choice. Okay, but basically, my expectation is that it doesn't have to be like the best UI, but as long as it is usable, it's functional, then for me that's already good enough. Yeah. But more, I will have more standards on the back end, because if you have a bad UI, but you have a good backend, for example, when user tries to change something that user is not allowed, okay? With a good backend, when you click something and then the UI will say error, access denied, something like that. It's maybe not the best UI, but the backend works, okay? But with the bad backend and a great UI, when the user tries to change some data that is not changeable, then the backend will do what's requested. So that's actually a more serious issue. Yeah. Okay. So on your internship, I will focus more on the backend for the standards. Yeah.
Yes. I agree with you. Function first.
Okay, so this will take some time. Is that 91 megabytes? Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so while waiting, is there anything that you want to share or want to discuss from Notion or any issues?
Yeah, okay. Maybe for my next sprint, should not. I want to migrate to InDesign first, then do the modify user.
Okay.
Probably that's my next sprint. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So that was
And
the
yeah, and video and blog, yeah, for your previous progress. I also want to let you know that we are we have a bit of change with the structure. So because we are in the process of migrating the a backend also to Strapi, like what Kevin uses. And for MongoDB side, a lot of the fields will be the same. So there will be very minor changes on the database, but the backend going forward will be mostly using Strapi. And the nice thing about Strapi is that you will not need to code manually a lot of the basic queries like list or get, find with criteria, and edit, update, delete. Most of them will not be, most of them are already built in. However, the built-in ones are still very simple. Okay, so have you ever had, what kind of frameworks have you used before? Like MVC framework or something?
in the back end. using Node.js and Express and Sequelize for the backend, and that's it.
Oh, have you ever used like PHP, something else? Code Igniter?
PHP,
oh, not yet, yeah.
I've not using Laravel or PHP yet.
Okay. So, yeah, I think if you ever use Laravel or Ruby on Rails, and there are also some in Node.js, yeah, like Strapi is one of them. Basically, when you create some of the when you create the database schema, the framework already gives you common operations like find, get, create, update, and delete. However, they are still very simple operations, so you will still have to do to make other operations that are more custom to the business logic.
Very builders.
Yeah. So that's it. Okay, so there are, I would say if you want to try using Nest.js, it's also okay, but maybe just 1 week. But if you want to try using Strapi, you can go to this. I will share you the GitLab repository. And again, it will still be using GraphQL. So not a lot will change from that side.
Oh, so this.
Oh, it's already done. That's nice.
Server side rendering. Umi UI.
Okay, then go to Dimas. Yeah. Wait, what is your GitLab username again?
Come again, sir?
What is your Dimas GitLab username?
Dimas Satria P. Dimas Satria P.
Okay. Okay, still building. I would say the nice thing about this is that because we are using a common framework for backend, there will be hopefully there will be better sharing of information and knowledge sharing between you and Kevin. Yeah. So if there are any troubles or troubles or bugs, issues, then you have a friend to talk. But still different component, yeah, different part of the same app.
Is it always this long to start the development server?
Actually, I have a technique, yeah, to make it faster. But this is just like the first one because you are downloading a lot of stuff from the internet, right? But after that, if you start it, will be should be faster, yeah. Should be faster.
Oh my God, it's on Chinese language.
But you can change it. You can go to the top right.
Top right, in the top right. Oh. How?
Okay, does it work?
Change this.
Maybe it's still downloading stuff.
It's
Not working.
still on. Oh my God.
I would say it should work, yeah.
I have to admin, and the password is and design like that. And design. Oh.
Okay.
How? Oh.
But don't worry because the documentation is all in English. I would say that they will have better documentation in Chinese, but they also have a documentation in English, and like the variable names and the component names and so on. Yeah, still in English.
Okay.
So this is like just a template, so you can then make a change to the content there.
I thought I have another subpage.
Yeah, something like that. And you can create more subpages for you because this is just a template, right? That you can then change.
Right.
But this is the InDesign Pro. InDesign Pro gives you like the layout and the whole framework. But InDesign itself without the Pro is more comparable to Material UI because Material UI is just a set of components, right? It doesn't give you like the entire project template. Because there are different projects and frameworks that use material design inside. Okay. But I would say that this approach, at least in my perspective, it reduces the risk of problems due to incompatibility. Because previously, if there are different components made by different companies, for example, Material UI itself is not made by Google. Actually, Google has their own UI toolkit library, but not using React. Okay, so there are different developers, not from Google, who tries to create a material design library for React. And on top of that, some developers are trying to create different frameworks to make a template project that uses material design or the other UI library. So I would say that at least in this way, there will be a single company, and that is Alibaba and friends, who are yeah, who are developing the UI and also the template. Okay, but at least that's just on the front end part. Okay, the backend is still backend is still different. Okay, so I would say for the backend, I actually already added a new to-do there, but it seems that it's not changed yet. I don't know why. This is the same way. This is the same card that I am looking at, right? This is the card for August 5, right? Is it true? Is it the card for August 5?
Yes, this is the August 5.
Yep. Okay, maybe you can try to open it again. I'm not sure it's your connection or my connection. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, let me. Oh, I added to conclude. Yeah. Can you try to open conclude? That's weird. It's still not there for some reason. Okay, but anyway, maybe try to refresh this page.
I have you in here editing.
Yes, that's the problem. Okay, let me try to add another line below. Still not, because I've added something in there, but it's not showing on your computer. Still not showing. Okay, try to refresh. Okay, let's see if it's there now. Oh yeah, now it's showing. So sometimes there is a bug. Okay, can you click that on?
Yes.
Okay, click on the Lovia profile, GitLab project.
This is the project that Kevin working on.
No. It's a different one. So Kevin is also working on a Strapi project, but it's a different part of the system. Kevin's working on the ID card verification part. It's also Strapi, but yeah, it's a different one. And this one is the profile one. So it's actually the same module as the one that you were working in SJS, but this time it's in Strapi. Okay. So I would say your task will be to put all of the fields that are in the MongoDB schema to this one for the next week. Yeah.
For the next week?
Yeah, for the next week.
Or
for the next 2 weeks after, yeah, if you want to finish how to modify and filter users.
Oh, using this repository.
Yeah, just try to run it, because you have not tried the Strapi before, yeah, on your computer, so you can try it. Okay, as usual, just yarn. Oh, I would say better use yarn.
Is it better to use yarn? I don't know.
Okay. just to make it, I don't know, just to make it consistent with our development process, because if there are issues on your end because you are using NPM instead of Yarn, there will be more issues than if you are just using the same tooling. But I would say that basically for your own Node.js development, it's up to you to use either of them. I would say that there will be no, should be no functional difference between Yarn and NPM. However, if you see the benchmarks, currently, currently I would say currently as of 2020, Yarn is still a bit faster than NPM for most cases. However, I do not know what will 2021 will bring. But again, it's just a build system. There will always be a change in the tooling community.
So tell me about this data import.
It's just for importing data, but it's not for you right now. Okay, it's just for my own node. So basically, what will be done is that it will import the data from the remote server to the one in the workspace. So I'm currently working on a script to do that. But again, it's even after the script is complete, it will not be used for local development, because like the whole database is about 240,000 users. So it will take a long time to do that on a local computer, right?
But I still can run it on local, right?
Yeah, in this case, you are using your own database on local. So I hope if the things that you do in this internship is progressing nicely, and also if there is enough time or you extend your internship, then yeah, you will see your application, at least your back end, maybe some of your front end will be used by quite a lot of people.
That's the satisfying part of being a developer, right?
Yeah, hopefully. So let's see. And Kevin's as well. Kevin is actually in the very final stages of deployment. So I would expect that will be done within the next one month, or less than 1 month, hopefully. Because tomorrow Kevin and Firhan will come here, and they will do a hackathon for 1 day.
Hackathon? Is it really a hackathon?
Yeah, we want to make it a hackathon, yeah.
For 1 day.
For 1 day. Yeah, not 24 hours day, yeah. Just from morning till Ashar.
Till morning again.
Yeah, developing together. Okay, because Kevin and Firhan are developing the same module, yeah, the same part, but different technical parts. So Firhan is developing the AI part, and Kevin is the back end and front end.
Render. Design pro.
Okay, so I hope next week in the video you can show some comparison between InDesign and Material UI, because you already tried Material UI, right?
Yes. Strapi.
Actually, you should use Yarn Develop for Strapi. Can you cancel that?
Yarn.
Yarn Develop.
Develop.
Syuting iklan untuk story yang pakai
Like this, sir.
bareng sama teknologi sama dan yang di videonya itu mereka ajakan untuk ikut kopdar. Untuk yang terjangkau sih sekarang paling itu dulu karena kan baru kepikiran juga sih kuponnya kayak gini maksudnya.
So is this office near to your house in Padalarang?
Udah sih paling itu mas kalau untuk
How? Come again, sir?
Is the office near to your house in Padalarang?
Oh, in the office in Padalarang.
Yeah, is it near your house?
Oh no, my house is in Sukabumi.
Oh really? So is it near your like boarding place?
Yes.
Okay. But you are studying in Telkom University?
I'm studying in, yes, in Jatinangor.
Unpad Jatinangor.
Yes.
So why are you living in Padalarang? Padalarang and Jatinangor is like different sides of the world.
Yeah, 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes.
Oh, are you with your family there in Padalarang?
No, I'm with my friends.
But why choose Padalarang? Why not choose Jatinangor? Okay. Oh, it's still downloading. It makes the internet connection slow. Okay, so you're running. So you can try to open it. Okay. So you can input your name, email, and password for this Strapi. Okay, now you can go to users.
Okay.
So now you can go to users. Yeah, that one. Now you can create a new user. Okay, so you can see there are some fields there that can be used. Okay, there are some other fields. No, block should be off because block then it will not be able to log in. And you can also upload the photo and so on.
SSO ID. What is SSO ID?
You don't have to fill it for now. Later on, I will show you about Fusion Auth, and that's the ID for Fusion Auth login. But for now,
profile visibility.
Okay. Okay. And you can also upload the profile photo.
Save.
Yeah, okay, you can save it. And also upload the profile photo. So I will guide you on how this works. So actually, this is also for backend, yeah. So this is not a front end for users.
Yes. CMS, right? Content management system.
Yeah.
Is it?
So it's more like for the admin or for the developer, yeah.
Okay. Save.
Yep. Or for the admins, at least before we have a our own admin UI. Okay, so
step?
now there are two things that I want to show you. First is the GraphQL UI, and then second is the content types builder. But all of them, Kevin is already very expert in this, yeah. So open a new tab, localhost 1337/GraphQL.
Localhost
1337/GraphQL.
37.
Okay, /GraphQL. Okay. So now try to query the user that you just created.
User. This user like this.
Okay, that's for one, but that's okay. And try it. Because as you see that, yeah, use the autocomplete to see the things that you want.
Pass the.
Okay.
User permission.
All right. So this one, you need a user to log in. Yeah, you need a user to log in. So do you want to? I think the best practice is to use authentication. So let's just use authentication right now. Open a new tab in the GraphQL. Open a new tab. Not that. Open a new tab inside the GraphQL playground. Okay, and then use the login mutation. Yeah. Do a mutation first. Type mutation. So that no mutation. Because not a query but a mutation. Okay, and then you can go to login. Yep. Okay, login with your email and password that you have put before. You use a simple password, right? So it should not be a secret password.
Identifier.
Yep.
What identifier?
Yeah, it's
Like Dimas,
username.
like
Okay, make sure to put the double quotes. Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's it. Just
input the provider.
No, the default is local. So I would say that will be enough. Yeah. You need to get the JWT. That's the most important one. The JWT, please add that.
Apparently I have an error.
Missing and bracket after password. After password. Yep.
What error again?
All right.
Oh, this is a token.
Yep. Now you get a token. Please copy the token and go to the first step. Okay. Now go to HTTP headers.
HTTP headers.
Down below, HTTP headers.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, then put authorization using JSON syntax, yeah. Using JSON syntax, put authorization, and then bearer the token.
Authentication like
No,
this.
Authorization. Don't forget the double quotes. Don't forget the double quotes. Okay, and then bearer, and then the token. Put bearer first. Put bearer first. So the way you use. Okay, put bearer first. Can you see the chat?
Oh.
So the way you use a change inside the.
In here.
Yep. Should have a capital B. Yeah? Okay, so now try it. Okay. I think you have a syntax error there on your query. Syntax error. Can you fix the syntax error first? Nah. If you don't, okay. Okay, so now it's still forbidden because you don't have the roles and permissions. So now let's fix the roles and permission in Strapi. Go to Strapi again.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's create a role so that this user can access. Okay, go to roles and permissions.
Roles and permission.
Okay. Now create a new role.
New.
I think you can like remove the hide the tutorial there so that it's not. Can you hide the tutorial? Can you hide the tutorial on the top bottom right? Just click the X button. X button on the bottom right.
Oh.
Okay.
I just see the X button.
Okay, so now you can create a new role.
Roles in authenticated.
No, add a new role.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
The name of the role?
User manager. I think you should still put a headset, yeah, because there are many times you cannot hear me. But yeah, it's okay. So at least I can hear you, but you need to be able to hear me too. Okay, can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Wait.
Hello, can you hear me? Or you cannot hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, that's nice. So is it better than using a computer loudspeaker or worse?
This is better.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so
is my son is still echoing my voice? Is it still echoing?
Yeah, still. But I would say that the problem was that you cannot hear me, not that I cannot hear you. So if you can hear me, so it's better. Okay, so I do not have to repeat everything that I say. Okay. The name is user manager.
What manager?
User manager.
Oh, with space.
Yeah, with space is okay. It's just a name. All right, and then in permissions, you go to users permissions, yeah. And users permissions. Users permissions. Okay, and then click on find one and count. Count is also okay. Okay, and then save it. Of course, you can also add the create and update and so on, but maybe later. But just to demonstrate the yeah. Okay, if you want to do that. Actually, I want to demonstrate you the way the permission works. But if you want to do it all, then I will not be able to demonstrate it because then the user will be not forbidden. Yeah, but it's all right. Okay, but if you want to return back. So what I want to demonstrate is that this user now will be able to do a find and find one, but when trying to update, it will still give a forbidden. Okay, something like that. But okay, so now go to that user manager again and then add yourself, add the user that you just created. In user manager. In user manager, yeah, I did that one.
Edit again.
Okay, add your user there.
Where to edit
on
the user?
Top, yeah, that one.
That's for user. Okay.
I think, okay, that's good. So let's go back to playground and run that query again. Let's see if this works now.
Okay.
So that's it. I would say. Oh, and then there's one more thing about the content type builder.
What is content type builder? So this role permission is for developer or for user or for?
This is for, I would say this UI is for the developer. But then because all apps needs a roles and permission system, right? So because there are many different kinds of users, some are just regular users, and some of the users are also our employees and staff members. So these staff members will need to have more permissions. So this is how we assign these special users to have the permissions that they need to do their job. Okay. And then the application itself, the front end will be able to do things or not based on the types of permissions and roles for that user. Because the application gets token, the token is based on the user that is logged in, right? So actually, the user and employee, they are using the same app. They can use the same app because the user database is the same. However, the employees, the team members, will have more roles that allows them to do more things on the back end. Yeah, on the back end, they can do more things. Okay.
So what is content type builder?
Okay, so this is the last thing that I want to talk to you about. So go to user, go to content type builder first, and again, go to user, and then now add another field. Add another field. I think there is one field that is not there. I would say it's I would say it will be religion. Yeah. So create enumeration field. Create enumeration. Yep. Now type religion there. Okay. Use a lowercase r. Yeah. Lowercase r.
Okay.
I mean the R from religion.
Oh.
Okay. And for the values, you already have the MongoDB schema, right? So let's check the values there on the MongoDB schema. Can you open it? Okay. Yeah. So because there needs to be some time where Strapi is trying to restart Strapi, yeah, after changing. Okay. Can you go to users? Can you go to users? Maybe you have to. Can you go to users?
Wait. Users.
Okay. Now you can try to edit a user, and you will see that you have a new property there that you can choose. So yeah, that's it.
Right. Oh, this content types is like a table that
Yeah.
in database.
Yep. Exactly. It is a table. Or in case of MongoDB, it is a collection. Yeah. It is a collection. I think maybe the default. Can you try to open MongoDB Compass on your local host to see where it stores the database? I think it's storing on local MongoDB, but let's verify whether that is the case.
MongoDB. Initializing again.
The Lovia dev.
Oh, Lovia dev. Oh, this
okay, now go to users permissions user.
Oh, this is the database.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay. So that's what I want to discuss today. Do you have any questions?
So in a nutshell, Strapi like a CMS, content management system for the backend with GraphQL and MongoDB database.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. For simple purposes, yeah. Because if there needs to be a custom logic, because there will always be custom logic, then yeah, you will still need to create TypeScript, JavaScript, yeah. Strapi uses JavaScript.
So we cannot use query builders in here.
There is no query builder here, so it's basically just a way to create the collection types, edit the collection types, fields, and so on. But the query is done
like custom query. Yeah, can we create a custom query?
No. If you want to have a custom query, you need to make a particular service or controller using the Strapi API in JavaScript. So that will be custom coding. It cannot be done from this UI.
Oh, but in the project, it can be done in the project.
Yeah, it can be done in the project. If you try to open the project. Actually, I've done some custom coding, still work in progress.
Oh.
Similar to what you do in SJS. Of course, different syntax, but because in SJS everything is custom, right? If you want to do a find one, you make a query. If you want to do a get, you make a query. You want update, you make a query. So you can go to API folder. This is my custom code and data import, and go to controllers or services as well. Yeah, data import JS. So this is the kind of custom code that can be done inside Strapi.
In where we using this custom API?
Not yet. This is for my own purpose. But later on, you can make your own functions and then call that from the front end. Okay, so basically you make your own API and call that from the front end. Okay, and that's it. Add complete fields from MongoDB schema. All right, so I've added that on your to-do list. Okay, so any more questions?
I think I have not.
Okay, but please now push that repository, yeah. Please commit push this repository because you have the Lovia profile.
Lovia profile?
Yeah, Lovia profile is a Strapi project. It's called Lovia profile.
I have to push it.
Yeah, because you have made a change. You have made a change.
Oh, the change.
Yeah, that project, please commit push to GitLab. Because I'm also editing that project, so make sure that the repositories are in sync.
Okay. And the Miluv PWA, right?
Yeah, also. Can you do it now before we end the meeting?
Oh, okay.
So just to make sure not forget that.
In Lovia profile. It's setting the JSON.
Okay, for the commit message, okay, you already posted it. No, for the commit message, please change it. Don't worry, you can use amend, yeah? You can use amend. Okay, do the commit again. But for the commit message, please add a refactor colon before that. So because we are using the common conventions. Okay, try to amend that coding.
Wait. Git amend how the.
I will show you how. Just do the commit again. Can you do the commit again from above? Okay, and then edit the message first.
Like this?
And the colon, please.
The colon.
The colon.
Remove it.
Just not remove it. Add it just like in my chat.
In your chat.
Yeah, in my chat in Zoom.
Refactor, like this.
Yeah, and space, just to make it, there is a space. All right, and then put amend option. If you don't know how to type it, I've added to the chat.
Oh, in the end of
it can be in the end, it can be on the start, as long as there is that option. Okay, now try it. Great. Now you know how to amend a commit. Now you can push.
Okay.
Okay, so now you can push. And also for the PWA.
Okay. PWA here.
But I would say that for next time, please do a git push every day. So when you make a change, just push it when you are working on it. Do not wait for the next meeting, or do not wait for me to ask you to push. Because there is always a possibility that I am also working on the same project. And when that happens and you do not make the commits, there will be conflicts and it's not productive. So it's much better to just make it synchronized all the time.
Yes. Hey. Add design sign in and sign up.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay.
Right.
Is there anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay. Okay. To end the meeting, we should give a rating. Myself, I'm gonna rate 7 for
Okay.
my audio trouble.
Okay, so I would give an 8 because we have done a lot of stuff. You have done great progress here. From last week, you have tried Material UI, React. So your first time in React, and you already know how to do it. Even that you say it's from a template, but for someone who does not know, even running a template can have a lot of errors. Yeah. So getting a template and make it work, it's already a good achievement. Okay. But yeah, I would expect a better audio next time. So hopefully your headset, your phone headset will work. Yeah. You should be able to use your phone headset with the laptop. Usually, yeah. Usually.
Is my voice is still echoing?
Nah, this one is better. When you put the microphone close to it, it's much better.
Oh, if like this?
Like that is not so much, yeah, not so much. But the ideal one would be like somewhere between that, because if it's too close, it's like too loud, yeah. But if it's in here, it's not so clear. So probably 50% between that position.
In between.
Okay. But so this is using your phone headset.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say this is great. And I would say this will be very helpful when you are outside or something. Yeah, at least you can hear my voice. Because I think from this meeting, it's more that there are times that you do not hear my voice instead of I did not hear your voice. I usually can hear your voice, even with the echo. Yeah.
Even with the echo. Okay. Right. I think that's it for this meeting. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your guidance. And I think I'll learn a lot.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you.
Okay. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.